Hello everybody and welcome back to 10-Minute Reviews, where we review books, authors. Occasionally we'll do movies and such, but we are diehard readers. It is what we do. We read. And we're not going to review the high literature, next American novel type of books, or the main authors you guys already know all about: Stephen King, Dean Koontz, Lee Child. We're going to review smaller, lesser-known authors, older authors, and indie and free authors that you can come across, and basically the books that are for entertainment. Basically, we're not reviewing the next Oscar winner in comparison. We're reviewing the next popcorn flick. Basically, that's what we're looking for. We're looking for entertainment. We're not looking for award winning. Although some of the science fiction certainly does win awards. But today I'm going to kind of drift a little bit away from some of the genres we've done recently. We've done a lot of fantasy and sci-fi recently, especially fantasy, and I want to go more with action thriller type books. This is an author that has not written a new book in a while, but is a very entertaining author, and I am talking about James Byron Huggins. He's written a number of books. They all are very, very, very similar. Imagine taking a 1980s stereotypical action movie, your Schwarzenegger, your Stallone, just nonstop action. None of this makes sense, but man, there's a lot of explosions and a lot of gunfights. That is kind of how James Byron Huggins' books work. In general, he stays away from any kind of supernatural stuff, although he does have a book called Sorcerer and a few books that do have supernatural stuff. But even when he puts in things like maybe a vampire, he puts a scientific background to it, a scientific reason why it may exist. And his books, like I said, are just nonstop action. They kind of get formulaic in a way. Most of them, you've got this particular set of skills, this extraordinarily skilled, super soldier or Superman type skilled character going up against this super tough creature. Oftentimes there's a few that differ from that, but you've got things like, say, Leviathan. Leviathan is his book that has a Nordic main character with an axe that goes by the name Thor, that's massively strong, but the main character is actually an electrician, an everyday electrician, and then going up against a scientifically created dragon, and it's in an underground layer. It's entertaining. It's just nonstop action. That's what it is. Then you've got Hunter. Hunter is a uber skilled, incredibly tough tracker going up against a scientifically created beast, basically. Then you've got, for some reason now the title is my favorite one of them all is escaping me. You have one with the super soldier that's going up against basically a scientifically created vampire. You've got one called The Scam, where it's again a super soldier, but this time there's no scientifically created monster, but the bad guys are basically super villains in a way. And the good guy, you've got the theoretical super soldier, then you've got the chess master genius kid that turns out to also kind of be a Superman in a way on his own. And again, they're just non-stop action. James Byron Huggins' books are just non-stop action. Hunter is so non-stop of an action that I believe it has actually been, the rights to it have been bought by Stallone because he wanted to make a movie out of it. Originally, I think he was planning on trying to do a Rambo movie with it, but just kind of drifted away from that. And I believe he's still intending to try and make Hunter into a movie, but no longer starring himself, as he's getting a little long in the tooth to play this kind of character. But again, non-stop action. They are basically 80s blockbuster action movies condensed into a book. Absolutely fantastic. I cannot recommend James Byron Huggins enough if you are an action type reader. If those are the kind of books you enjoy reading. He's got some other little oddball ones, Sorcerer, which actually does deal with magic. It's the first one that does deal with magic, versus like the vampire character is just genetically engineered with the Marburg virus and needs blood and DNA in order to basically replenish himself before he falls apart, and they gave him fangs to do it. But he also has super strength, super reflexes, and they have scientific reasons for that. then the dragon. The dragon has gel glands basically that create that help it breathe. That scientifically show why it can breathe fire and very very odd reasons why it can heal, how it can fly without overheating, because as we know, large animals like that would not be able to actually fly without overheating themselves. Just again, absolutely fascinating. The one from Hunters, I believe, an escaped experiment, genetic experiment of some type, or a cloned, ancient creature or something along those lines. And again, basically the characters themselves are almost Superman. Hunter, is the tracker, but also a warrior. In Leviathan, the engineer, the electrician, is pretty tough in his own right, but then he's got the sword swinging 7-foot tall, Icelandic beast on his side, plus the squad of soldiers, although they're more cannon fodder. Then you've got the one that, again, I cannot remember the name of, but it was my favorite book of them all, that and the character is Delta Force, but like a super Delta Force, and then the unit, they're FBI agents, but you got the super genius and the tough, grizzled old character, and then you've got their martial arts instructor showing up, and he's apparently a damn near a Superman himself. Very, very, exaggerated. They're exaggerated. They're larger than life kind of things. But honestly, that's what the '80s kind of action movies were about, and that's what these books remind me of so much. They're just, again, non-stop action. Of course, you have to suspend your sense of belief, not just in the science that they use to explain these things, but just even in the main characters and what they can do. And with the action scenes, there's definitely some like, really? Are you kidding me? But it's fun. Again, it's fun. These are the kind of books that they're just fun. They're fun to read. They're enjoyable to read. They're a good time. So if you guys like action type thrillers, similar to, say, like Matthew Riley kind of stuff, his Scarecrow novels, then James Byron Huggins, you'd absolutely love him. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Please hit those like and subscribe buttons and comment below if you've got any books you would like us to read or just want to chat about a book. We are always more than happy to do so. And, thanks for watching. Bye now.